What's your view on usury laws that would cap the amount of interest on payday lending companies that they can charge Rhode Islanders on short-term loans?
Thanks, Scott. So, in regards to usury laws and everything that has to do with payday lending, the unfortunate part is that when people go there, it's their last resort on many occasions. And there's a place for some kind of short-term lending. The problem is the abuse. The way that the laws are set up, they favor these companies, these corporations who can be predatory. There should be no room for that at all. So what we need to figure out is a way where maybe credit unions could do some additional opportunity, create some additional opportunities for people, because we have the Capital Good Fund that was started about 10 years ago, and they have a great place in our society, but if you need the money today, they take 2 days to deliver. If you're going to get your heat shut off, your hot water, your electric, you need it today. So we need to find how to bridge that gap. I believe credit unions would be a great opportunity. Some people talk about crowdfunding, a community source, but in regards to the actual payday lending and short term, the abuse, we've seen it. We need to make sure that we've submitted legislation year after year to take care of that. We actually have one of the lower ones in the country, but it's still not enough. We need to make sure that the people in the vulnerable communities have the support that if they can't take care of something today, well, as a community, we've been thoughtful enough to help them. And we need to make sure that if any type of corporation of this type tries to come into our community, we vet them to make sure that their intentions are not what we've seen.
This is not a new problem. This is a problem that has been going on for a while. Laws should have already been proposed and passed to curb this kind of abuse. These companies know exactly what they're doing. They do everything, the way they market, who they reach out to, what rates they charge. They do it because they know they can get away with it, because that's what the laws allow for right now. So I think this is a problem that we should have handled a way back. One of the best ways to do that as well is to cap the maximum interest rates for these short-term pay loans. Legislation would be easy to craft on that end, and I would like to see the people who would vote against such legislation. I don't know how people are still suffering, because what ends up happening is this is a vicious cycle that just keeps wrapping around. So they don't have money this week, they take out a loan, they're still short next week, so they take out another loan, and then this just stacks up. And then how do they dig themselves out of that hole? For certain communities, we need to act immediately. We cannot take our time, because every day that goes by, every year that goes by, these are people who are suffering and being exploited more and more and more. So that's definitely one of the first things that I want to do. I definitely want to propose legislation and fight for it, because these are the people who are most vulnerable in our community. So just losing 10, I mean, if you're going to cash your check, the money that you worked hard for,
30 seconds.
and they're going to charge you 10% for your own money, that's insane. That's outrageous. It's something that should have been taken care of a long time ago, and it's something that I will fight for.